Hello and welcome back to the best part of your week. Welcome back to Love, Death, and Movies podcast, internet's number one film breakdown and review podcast. Podcast, I already fucked up. The podcast that crushes watch lists week after week. Every 2 months is a different genre now, and every week within that 2 months is a different film in that genre. So follow us on everything, join along for the ride, and let's watch some movies.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is
It's
tough,
tough. You
especially
start to
after 2 weeks.
stumble. As soon as you start to stumble, it's over. Like
It
it's
is.
over.
It's too much of a tongue twister. We say podcast and week in genre too many times.
Yep.
Too many times. But we're gonna get through it. We're bulk recording, obviously. We look the exact same. But again, I will ask you, how are you? What are you doing for the rest of your day? How about that instead of how your week was?
Um, there's a PlayStation event in Sydney Harbour. It's 30 years old, PlayStation. So they're doing like around the world, I think they're doing like big activations and stuff. So next to the Sydney Harbour Bridge, they've done a big activation of what the old PS2 memory card is. Do you remember that where you used to, or even just the PS1 memory card that you put in, and it's like little memories and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there and do like because I have to cover it for work. Just take some photos and videos and fuck off. Then there's a giant bookshop in Sydney that I want to go to, just visit, even though I've got like 8 books already in front of me. But I'm plowing through books at the moment.
You
Ash.
are.
I'm plowing. Started this. I know I talked about it last episode. Started this book like not yesterday, the day before. I'm already like almost there. I'm almost done.
Are you a speed reader?
I didn't think I was, but like this book as well. Like you can see, it's kind of small, but it's
Still, still
it's
something
very.
though.
It's not dense. It's crazy. Project Hail Mary is pretty dense. I know that we mentioned this on last podcast. We should do like a film talk book club if anyone wants to join. Even though I just read it, I think that everyone should read Project Hail Mary before the movie comes out. The movie comes out in March, so plenty of time.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome. It's such a fun time. It's good. It's very science heavy as well, so you feel smart while doing it, but it's just really damn good. But what else am I doing after that? UFC is tomorrow. Shout out Byron. Whenever I think of UFC, I think of him, my boy. By the way, have you been catching up on Byron's Instagram stories lately? And
No.
every time he posts about it, I always message him. Kid is like full on into running. I love it. He's like running his like.
Awesome.
I was like looking at all these stats and like this kid's fast. This kid's good. So yeah, well done.
Good for him.
He'll definitely be back soon. I reckon for an episode here and there,
Yeah.
which would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of my day. How about you? Oh, you got some chicken chow mein coming in.
Yeah, it's nighttime for me. It's 6:30, so gonna eat some leftover delicious Chinese food after this, and then I think we're gonna watch Pluribus because we've been watching Vince Gilligan's new
Apparently
show.
it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean the first episode I was like, wow, this is really good. This last episode was still good, but it was not as good as the pilot.
Okay.
And then we'll see about this one. It's the third episode, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. I really like it so far. I'm a big fan of Rhea Seehorn because I watched Better Call Saul, and she's like one of my favorite parts of it. So yeah, definitely recommend it for everyone to check out. But then yeah, I think we're gonna put up our Christmas tree because apparently we're behind. Both my brothers and all my nieces and nephews have already put up their Christmas
It's halfway
tree.
through November.
We usually do it the day after Thanksgiving, but apparently everybody's ahead of the game this year. So
Americans, dude. What the fuck?
yeah, I know it goes straight from Halloween to Christmas. We're wild. I don't know what it is. Blame
No,
capitalism
respect.
or something.
At least it's not before Halloween. That'd be weird.
Yeah, no, I'm such a Halloween person. I definitely decorated for Halloween. Then I took that stuff down, I think
Good.
the first weekend of November. So had a couple weeks of my house back to normal. I'm just gonna put the tree up. I'm not gonna go like into all the Christmas decorations right away. That's a
How's
little bit
Scoot with the
much.
tree? Does Scoot attack the tree or?
No, he's fine with it. He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
He's
good.
so unbothered. But yeah, that's pretty much tonight. And then tomorrow I've got a bridal shower to go to. It's just that time of year, yeah, with like Thanksgiving coming up and everything. We're just so busy pretty much from now until Christmas. So
Oh yeah.
just gonna try to make the most of it.
Nice.
All right, well, shall we get into it? This is like you already mentioned, we're watching Dawn of the Dead, but we're continuing on with the Book of Horror remakes. So Zack Snyder's 2004 Dawn of the Dead, budget of 26 million. Obviously used the OG story from George A. Romero, and it was actually his feature directorial debut. I don't know if you knew that. And it was a screenplay by
Was it?
James Gunn, which you already
That's
mentioned.
cool. Yeah.
I had no clue. I knew nothing about this movie. Fun combo though, seeing James Gunn and Zack Snyder together, especially now that James Gunn basically
He is a
runs
fun
DC.
guy.
So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, stars Sarah Polley, Kim Poirier, Ty Burrell, Jake Weber, Ving Rhames, to name a few. The most random cast
It is,
in a
but
movie
like
I've ever seen.
it still slaps. Like the cast is
Absolutely.
so cool.
It's so random though. It just like I was like, wait, okay, he's from Pulp Fiction. Okay, wait, he's from Modern Family. Like Sarah Polley's like a director now. Like it's all over the place.
Got to review this on Letterboxd. I'm gonna do it while you talk.
Yeah, the intention of this film, from what I read, was to be a re-envisioning of the original with the hope of reinvigorating the zombie genre with modern audiences. I think it accomplished that because what came after this was endless zombie movies, especially ones with a little bit more of like a lighthearted tone, like Zombieland or Warm Bodies, or I'm trying to think of some other ones, but basically, kind of this like more fun approach to zombie
Yeah,
movies. So I think it definitely set out to do what it intended to do, which I, respect that. I don't feel like I'm the biggest, like, I don't have a deep bag for Romero. I've seen a couple of his films. I think they're good. I think he definitely set the tone for zombie films. I just feel like that 70s, 60s style of making a zombie film is just so different than the modern ones. I like the blood and guts and like I don't know, I do like this aspect of zombie movies, this like 2000s style that we got. So
yep.
obviously couldn't have been done without him, but his films just aren't like my go-to, but I definitely respect the OGs, of course, for what they inspired, obviously. Story goes as follows. Set in Milwaukee, a group of survivors take refuge in a shopping mall after the world is taken over by aggressive flesh-eating zombies. So let me know your thoughts on this film generally, Harry. I've never seen it before. I think you have, but yeah, I'd
Yeah, I've
love
seen
to
it
know
before.
what your thoughts are.
This movie holds up. It's a lot of fun. Like, is it great? Probably not. But it's a video game. Like the whole
Hmm.
movie is like a video game. You're just holding out in this like little like hut of a shopping mall. The idea is fun. It's good. It like the cast is just so sick. My entire review, I know I just wrote it, is Ving Rhames literally makes everything better. He's so sick. I love Ving Rhames so
He's so
fucking much.
epic in this movie, though.
He's so
It
sick.
cracks me
Have you
up.
noticed like he didn't change his clothes once at all? Like
No,
he's the entire time it's his uniform is pressed and everything like that. Love him. He's unreal. Yeah, this movie's fun. I agree with you. I like this version of zombies where they're like actually scary. Because you look at like old school Romero's, you could probably survive that if you
they're
had
just so
some wit.
slow
Yeah,
and
if you had
like.
some wit about you and some planning, and then you're fine. This one,
Mhm,
it's inevitable. Like that's what
mhm.
these zombies always are. They're inevitability. But I think this just holds up. It's fun. It's a fun movie. But yeah, I think the writing style is cool with Gunn. I think the directing is pretty cool. It has like a color coding on this film that is just so very like mid to late 2000s.
So yeah, I'm so glad you said it because I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, that is like I was like watching it, being like it was kind of like a drug, like where it just
Yes,
like wakes you up, like in a way, that's like so bright
absolutely.
and like oh, the light is over inducing a bit. I think it's really cool. Um, the zombie baby's kind of wild, but everything else is
True.
kind. Yeah, it's kind of like how could you pitch this movie for someone to watch? Be like, yeah, they shoot a kid.
It's rated R.
It's true.
It's rated R.
Um, but yeah, I think this is really cool. Like there's like little moments that I think that really makes this movie alive. I can't remember his name, but the guy that's like owns the gun shop across the way, and they,
Andy.
Andy, yeah, yeah, great, great little side character that you don't even know, but it's just like a hey, humanity's still alive sort of thing, even though it's just across a parking lot. I love that sort of aspect. Um, this is kind of like the perfect place that they could end up and
Hmm.
like but also like a mall is so huge. Like I
Yeah.
was thinking this at the start of the film, like how can they guarantee that this place is secure? But then with three of the people there being security of the mall, they would already know. I was like, ah, fair enough. I'm like, I'm not gonna
Well, and
argue.
most malls only have a couple of ways to get in, as far as like to the public. So
Hmm.
zombies aren't gonna know how to like sneak up the elevator from the parking garage or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And plus the dog. How good's the dog?
Chips.
Yeah, good dog. Good dog. That's what I think.
Yeah,
But
this
yeah.
is my first time watching it. I had a lot of fun. Just like you said, my review was some pretty dumb decisions made here, but man, I had fun. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just I'm just such a sucker for this era of movies, especially horror films. I think they definitely are not as well done when it comes to like how polished they are, how well like the acting is or the characters are written or like the actual like story is written. They don't usually succeed there as well as modern horror, but I think that there's a place for them, and I just think that they're so much fun, and we just don't really get movies quite like this anymore. So I had a lot of fun watching it, and I was happy that we were checking this off. But yeah, cast really worked for the most part, just very random. I didn't recognize all of them, but yeah, I just thought it was kind of a hodgepodge of people. But that feels kind of realistic to what would happen in this situation. You know, you get like this whole town and maybe 10 people survive and are like together. You're going to have like different ages, different ethnicities, you know, different genders. Like you're just going to have all these different people kind of coming together.
Oh, yeah.
So, in a way, it really fit. But yeah, yeah, we can get into it. But yeah, I just really had a lot of fun with it. I don't have like any specific negatives. I just don't think it was a perfect film,
No.
which I think is clear. But yeah, I think there's a place for movies like this where they're just a good,
Fun.
fun, bloody time.
Yep. Agreed.
All right. Well, after finishing a very long shift as an emergency room nurse, Anna Clark returns home to her suburban home to her husband, Lewis. But while they are caught up in their planned date night, they miss multiple emergency news updates on the TV. So the following morning, a zombified young girl enters their bedroom and immediately bites Lewis, leaving him to die. But he immediately reanimates, to Anna's surprise, and attacks her. She's able to jump out of the bathroom window and leave in her car. She flees the chaotic neighborhood and town and ends up crashing and passing out. This is the intro of the movie. One of
good.
my favorite first 5 minutes of a movie I've seen in a long time.
The shot of her driving off and the husband sprinting after the car.
Literally.
Unreal. Unreal.
So good. Such a fun intro. The credit sequence intro, so good. I'm pretty sure they throw in footage from the original Dawn of the Dead in there to make it look kind of like it like blends in the footage
Sure.
with the credits opening. I'm almost positive. I don't think it all is, but I think some of that is footage from the original, which I thought was a really fun way to do it. And also it draws you in, you know, from
Yeah.
the beginning. So Anna wakes up and gets out of her car where law enforcement agent Kenneth Hall, played by, is it Ving Rhames? Is that how you pronounce
Bing
it?
Rams, yeah.
Yeah. Finds her and lets him come with her once confirming she is still a human. They find three others: electronic salesman Michael, petty criminal Andre, and his pregnant wife Luda, who join up with them and they head to the
Luda.
local mall.
Yeah.
Luda. They split up a bit to make sure the mall is safe when Michael finds a zombie eating someone in the closet of the sports store. It jumps out and attacks him, but he stabs it in the face with a stake. I love that scene.
It's so
So
cool.
good. Just right up the neck. Just one of these.
So good. The kills are so good in this.
They're
in
so
this
good.
movie.
Meanwhile, a zombified security guard attacks Luda, scratching her arm,
Luda.
which the others do not notice, and leaving Kenneth injured from falling into the fountain. So that's what I thought was kind of fun here, too. It's like we're dealing with multiple types of injuries. So it's like they're having to figure out, like, what are the ones to be concerned about? What are the ones not to be concerned about, right? We have, like, a regular injury that can be doctored up, and then we have a scratch from a zombie. What's that going to do? The gang uses the elevator to move to a new spot. They go to the second floor, but when they get there, they are suspiciously greeted by three living security guards. Leader CJ, Bart, who is just an awful human, and
He's
Terry.
he's from the leader is from House of
He's in
Cards.
so much stuff.
He's in
Yeah,
House of
House of
Cards.
Cards.
Yeah. That's how I know
Yeah,
him.
he's been in quite a few things.
Oh yeah.
They eventually let them in after, you know, kind of pleading with them, but forced them to surrender their weapons in exchange for refuge. These guys were just, they were getting a little too ahead of themselves.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
CJ was, this movie is very tropey. I feel like the characters are very tropey, and he was playing that like classic guy who wants to like be a tough guy who doesn't trust anybody, who's an asshole. Like, I loved how charactery they were in that way.
Big time.
Together, the group spends time securing the mall, including painting on the roof SOS and help in hopes that someone will find them. Smart.
Very. I like how
Along
they
the
did that
roof.
straight away as well.
Yeah, it was Michael's idea. He's kind of the idea man throughout this entire film.
Yep.
CJ likes to try to combat him, but it never ends up working out. While on the roof, they see another survivor across the way, like you mentioned, Andy, who is stranded on the roof of his gun store across the zombie-infested parking lot. Oh my God, the amount of zombies in this mall parking lot is wild.
Yeah.
The group tries to get the attention of a military helicopter that goes by, but it does not stop. So it seems no one is coming for them. I'll stop here really quickly. Anything to add? And I guess we kind of touched on it, but what did you think of the opening of the film as
Loved
well?
it. The opening's so cool. It's so sick, and then like that little like the 20-second frantic moment in the bedroom when the husband like comes back alive, and like it's like trying to just like wrestle around him and stuff, and then grab the keys, and then she like falls into the bathroom, and it's just like
Yes.
desperation. I love that.
Terrifying. Yeah.
And the husband sprinting after the car and then like getting distracted is like immediately like, okay, these people are turned into animals. Okay, like it's just animalistic, which is pretty cool. I just love the idea of like, let's just go to the mall. Like, let's just go to the mall. This
It feels
house
like it's
up.
gonna be like a zombie hangout movie a
Yeah,
little bit.
exactly. Yeah, it reminds me of a lot of straight away brought me back to the second Zombieland film, which is
Yes, I thought of Zombieland as well.
yeah, which we can discuss if that movie's good or not if you like. But
I mean, I like Zombieland.
I love Zombieland. Zombieland 2 though, tough.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of indifferent to the second one.
Yeah. The first Zombieland's brilliant, I thought.
Absolutely.
Yeah, agreed there. But yeah, that's all I got to
Awesome.
say.
All right. Well, the following day, they notice a delivery truck carrying survivors enter the lot of the mall, being pursued by zombies, obviously. CJ and Bart press the group to not help these people in case they are infected, but Anna pleads with them that they need to help. So after pulling a gun on her, the group manages to disarm them, CJ and Bart, with the help of the third security guard, Terry, who is no longer siding with them.
Yep.
The new additions to the group from the people who are in the delivery truck that they end up helping is an older woman named Norma, Steve, who is an interesting character,
Steve.
Tucker, Monica, Glenn, Frank, and Nicole, who is Frank's daughter.
Yeah.
That is the redhead girl. The new folks bring a woman who is unwell and too ill to walk. So she's like wheeled inside. She looks awful.
Yeah.
Okay. They should have known
Dude.
that something was wrong.
Yeah. She's like yellow.
Her veins are like dark purple and like humongous, like 3 times the size that they should
So
be.
gross.
When I say they make dumb decisions, I mean, come on, this lady
This
should
is
have never been
this
brought
is
in.
one of them for sure.
Definitely. So they bring her inside. Anna, who, being the sweet nurse that she is, she wants to help everybody. But the group's surprised to find that this woman dies and is immediately reanimated. I like that shot of her waking up with the blanket over her head and she just like pops up her half her body and she's still covered up.
It's so good, isn't it?
She immediately attempts to attack Anna before being killed by being stabbed with like a big wooden pole or like a metal pole. I can't remember exactly what she uses, but
Yeah.
she's gone. These characters are really dumb, I put. That woman looks unwell, of course, and looks like a zombie. So, come on, you guys. Anna makes the realization now that the disease is passed through bites. No shit. And takes a little bit of time to fully like kill you, and then you turn into a zombie. So the bite leads to the virus in your body, which then kills you, which then immediately reanimates you pretty much into a zombie.
Yep, makes sense.
So with her husband, it happened so fast because his bite was enough for him to bleed out. He died quickly, so then obviously he came back really fast. This woman died more slowly, so that's why obviously they didn't know that she was a zombie, but they should have known.
Yeah, just look at her.
Yeah. Frank has been bitten, they determine, and Michael is determined that he must be killed before he becomes a zombie. The scene's actually a little bit sad, like just like kind of explaining it to him. He like gets it, but obviously his daughter Nicole is very upset by this. She doesn't want him to be killed. He decides to isolate himself and actually ends up being Kenneth who ends up shooting him. Anna really doesn't want Michael to do it. They're developing this little thing.
It's a little
so-
thing.
They let Kenneth do it since he's the sergeant. He's in charge. He's the law enforcement guy. So yeah, Frank's gone. Meanwhile, Luda has been hiding her scratch from the rest of the group, which Andre knows about. Talk about dumb decisions. This guy. Don't even get me started on him.
Oh yeah.
Just ridiculous. But yeah, I get it. It's your wife. It's your baby on the way. That's brutal. Kenneth and Andy start a friendship, communicating messages written on like large like white paper from across the
Love
way.
this.
Those scenes are really fun. They're like playing chess and he's like telling them which ones to move. Kind of have like a little montage basically of like the group living their best life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the mall.
But like during that montage, it's just like the security guards are all still just locked up.
Yes. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. So when they disarm them, they lock up Bart and CJ. Terry has kind of joined the rest of the group, and he begins a romance with Nicole. Everyone's acting like they've been in love and known each other for years now, all of a sudden,
been
which
like-
I guess
it's
in
been
this
like a week.
scenario, trauma bonding, maybe.
Maybe.
but yeah, so they do that. Kenneth and Andy build that friendship. Anna and Michael, and then Nicole and Terry kind of begin like romances. And then the other guys are still locked up. I thought it was also kind of funny. You have like that Monica girl's like trying on lingerie, and then she's like sleeping with Steve, and like there's just all these little like side things going on. But
Yeah,
the montage is really fun. There's also some really great soundtrack pieces in this movie, like some really funny ones
yeah,
too. I
some
really enjoyed
sick
the use of
ones.
music. Yeah,
I felt like that was James Gunn. Like he
I feel like
wouldn't.
it
He might.
had to be.
He probably wrote that in the script.
He absolutely probably put in there like we're going to play song this in
Yeah,
this moment. Yeah,
that's how
I
he
can
does
totally
it.
see him doing that. Power goes out. So CJ, Bart, Michael, and Kenneth go to the parking garage to activate the emergency generator. But they find a friendly dog named Chips, who is not impacted by this, and confirms that there has been a breach, though, because if Chips has made it in, that means that somehow there's a way into the parking garage.
Oh yeah,
A zombie attacks and kills Bart right in this moment when they realize that. Honestly, he sucked. Didn't care that he died. He deserved it. He said some weird, creepy shit. And the other three guys are able to escape by lighting the zombies on fire. This is
genius,
one of many times that zombies are lit on fire in this movie.
genius.
Genius. Meanwhile, we find Luda tied up by Andre, and she's getting closer to dying
Luda.
while giving birth. Once she dies, she reanimates immediately. And he kind of just like puts a belt in her mouth and then awaits his baby to be born because he's so desperate to give his kid a better life than he had. Like, in what world is your kid going to have a better
Yeah,
life, dude?
dude, it's
Your wife's a zombie.
fucked. This is fucked.
This scene is wild to me. I loved it, though.
Yeah,
I thought it was really ballsy to put in here.
yeah.
So anyway, sorry. Waits for the baby to be born. Just as the baby comes out, Norma heads to check on them because the rest of the group knows that like they're there trying to deliver the baby because she's kind of been slowly going into labor. So she heads to check on him, but Andre snaps when she shoots zombie Luda because once she realizes, obviously, she has to shoot her in the face. And they exchange gunfire, killing them both. They kind of go back and forth and kill each other as he's holding. One thing that really bugs me in movies is when like the size of things is not accurate. Like it looks like he's holding a preemie baby in his one hand.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And when they go up to the baby, it's like a full size head, like full size baby. That was
Oh
not
yeah.
good.
It's just like a little bundle of like rugs. Like
Yeah,
obviously like wasn't yeah. It was weird.
it was definitely unexpected. Yeah, Anna and the gang find them all and realize that they're all dead. But that obviously Norma and Andre were not impacted or bitten, so they're not going to reanimate.
Yeah.
But there is a zombie newborn baby that they don't hesitate to kill immediately.
They
Just
just
see
slaughtered
it,
this child.
see the face, goes to black, gunshot,
Yep.
done.
See ya.
So yeah, what'd you think of this zombie birth scene?
That was fucked up. That was the like throughout the entire film. I was like, this is just entertaining fun. And then that one, I was just like, oh, like watching it. You know, you're like watching it through your fingers. This woman's like properly fucked up. Like, how did she not turn straight away?
She got
Like,
scratched. So I
that's
think when you're bit, I think it happens in like a 4 or 5 hour time frame.
right.
When you're scratched, I think depending on how you're impacted, it takes that long to get into your body and slowly kill you. So you have to
Right.
die from the virus and then reanimate. But because she was scratched, I think it took
It took
longer
a while.
than everybody else. Yeah.
That's cool, I guess. I would have probably checked on her at
Well,
least a
Andre
couple of times.
knew. He kept
Yeah.
it from everybody.
Yeah, I know, but like, just looking at Andre's like body language, you're like something ain't right. Like something
Well, and
ain't
they
right.
all, I mean, not all of them, but Anna and Kenneth were there when she was like kind of attacked by the zombie. They must have just not, they didn't know what they didn't know then.
But
So
yeah,
maybe
wait,
that's why.
which one's the main character? Is that Anna?
Anna, yeah.
She's a nurse. Why isn't she constantly checking up on the woman that's about to give birth?
Good question.
Yeah,
She's too busy forming a love connection with Michael
with the husband out of
after her husband's
medium.
been dead for a week.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Characters are dumb.
The husband's not even warm. Well, not even cold yet. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yeah, that's what I got to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I just thought it was like I said, ballsy. I feel like I haven't seen a scene kind of that involved like a zombie
Oh
like
yeah,
pregnant woman before, and then on top of that actually going through the delivery of the baby and like when her stomach's like moving, it looks like hands are like crawling
yeah,
out of there.
creepy. It's like body
pretty.
horror in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, I was into it though. I liked it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, the group develops a plan to get to the local marina to find Steve's yacht and travel to an island on Lake Michigan. To get there, Michael has the idea to reinforce two shuttle buses that he saw in the parking garage from earlier so that they can escape the zombies more safely. They learn that Andy from across the way is hungry and weak and that they need to get food and supplies to him. So they decide to send the dog Chips to deliver him supplies, which Nicole is very upset because in this week they've had the dog, she has developed a very strong connection.
This is the
apparently.
dumbest decision of the entire film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're back.
So while lowering the dog into the zombies, they realize that the zombies have no interest in the dog, so he'll be able to get across just fine. So he enters Andy's store safely. How this dog knows how to go exactly to that dog door at Andy's place
Yeah.
doesn't matter, but he's very smart apparently. So he gets to the store safely, but a zombie follows him through the dog door. So Nicole, who I said has been quite fond of Chips now, she sneaks away from the group, gets in the delivery truck. This might be the dumbest decision, is her.
Pretty bad. This is pretty bad.
Yeah, and crashes it partially into the store to try to save the dog. I mean, honestly, I can't say I wouldn't do that for Scoot Boot, but like I've had him for 10 and a half years, I didn't just meet him a week ago.
Yeah. And it's obvious that the dog's fine. Like the dog's safe.
The dog's completely fine.
Yeah. They don't care.
The dog's not, it doesn't have anything to worry about. The zombies don't want the dog. She ends up being trapped by the now zombified Andy. So basically Andy wasn't able to get, out of there safely. So he's turned and she doesn't know that. So she basically gets stuck in like a closet and temporarily cannot leave. So Kenneth, Michael, Tucker, Terry, and CJ form a plan to reach the store via the sewers. They plan to save Nicole and Chips and kill Andy along with grabbing more weapons. I mean, it's a pretty good plan, but could have avoided it.
Could have madly avoided that.
Yeah. Most of the group makes it back once they do all of this, with the exception of Tucker. He breaks his legs, causing him to have to be dragged by CJ through the gutters. I think so that scene of him like being dragged and like shooting with both hands, that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, very sick.
And he gets attacked by zombies, so he has to be mercy killed by CJ. While trying to get back into the mall, they're unable to lock the zombies out. So they have to basically head out right away to the shuttles to evacuate before they were fully ready. They were able to get their weapons, though. So I guess there's that.
Yeah, good thing they broke into an armory. That was
just so convenient that the one other person alive owns a gun store.
Yeah, that's so funny. America.
While trying, or sorry, I already did that part. They split up into two shuttles and force their way through gobs of zombies that are blocking their way.
Gobs.
We get another very large explosion where they basically shoot at like a propane tank and it blows up everywhere, kills a bunch of zombies, enough for them to get through.
Nice.
The shuttle being driven by Kenneth has a rogue zombie hanging off the back, and while they're trying to throw it off, Glenn loses control of the chainsaw.
Dumbest thing, actually. Probably the second dumbest thing is this. I got this. Yeah.
Just slices through her chest.
Yeah.
Accidentally killing Monica, causing blood to splatter all over the windshield, and they crash and knock over the shuttle.
So fucked.
Glenn and Monica are now dead, but Steve crawls out and attempts to abandon the group, but is attacked by a zombie. And then as CJ, Kenneth, and Terry leave the bus to look for any survivors and figure out kind of what's going on, Anna has lots of joy killing the now zombified Steve and grabbing his boat keys before barely making it back to the shuttle.
Hell yeah.
I love that he just has his boat keys on him. I feel like that's so unrealistic.
Yeah,
like, who just keeps their boat keys in their pocket? They make it to the marina, but there are zombies there, of course, so CJ sacrifices himself. Of course, the asshole who was rude to everybody has to sacrifice himself. That's the rules. So the others can escape, and we get our second giant explosion scene.
It's a good scene, though.
It's good.
Wait, isn't it the third explosion?
I guess it's the third because they explode in the parking garage, they explode in the parking lot, and now they explode at the marina.
Because he's shooting off the roof into and then one of the zombies is holding it up. And then
you would have thought that this was a Michael Bay movie with all the explosions.
It's true, yeah.
Once they make it to the boat, Michael reveals he cannot come because he has a bite wound. So sad.
Damn.
Anna pleads with him not to stay, but he assures her that she cannot help him and that she needs to help the others. So it's now Anna, Kenneth, Nicole, Chips and Terry sailing away and leaving Michael behind. He kills himself because he obviously would rather do it before he turns into a zombie.
Oh yeah.
And that is the end of Michael. So then we get footage from a camcorder found on the boat showing Steve's naughty escapades before the outbreak, and concludes as the group runs out of supplies, struggles with the boat, and eventually approaches an island. So once they're there, they're not going to get their happy ending. Chips immediately runs off the boat, says, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And they are attacked by a swarm of zombies before the camcorder drops. This is Dawn of the Dead. So let me know your final thoughts, score, and kind of what you thought about like the ending of them sailing away and Michael dying, and then switching to this like camcorder footage for kind of the actual ending.
So I didn't see the camera cord. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, really?
I'm gonna watch this. And, like, what did you think of it as I watch it now?
Okay, so yeah, like basically they make it seem like the movie's over and it kind of like jumps to like what you think is credits and then it goes to like a
Yeah, as soon as I went to credits, I paused and like stops the film.
I'm usually the one that misses the credit scene, so I'm actually happy I didn't. So yeah, you think that it just kind of ends there and it's like ambiguous, but they basically find a camera on the boat and Terry becomes like obsessed with recording everything that they're doing. So they watch Steve and then it turns into what they're up to while they're making their way to the island. So they're like running out of fuel, they're running out of supplies, like basically things kind of suck.
Right.
And then they get to the island and pull up to like a dock and the dog just immediately runs off and is like, hell no.
Yep, they've
But
got
like you
their
get
food's
these
getting
clips of
fucked up. I'm
footage.
seeing it. Yeah.
Okay. You get the clips of the footage while the credits are like folding in between and there's like music playing.
Oh, this is cool. I
Yeah, it's
want to
really
see
neat.
this.
And then basically a bunch of zombies just come out of like the trees around the corner and just run towards them and then the camera falls. And then it keeps like flashing photos of like zombie faces on the camcorder as it continues through the credits.
Oh wow, that's so sick. Oh, I'm all about this. So they're fucked.
They're fucked. They're done. They're done for all that
Oh,
effort.
I
And
love that though. It's inevitability.
yep.
Oh wow, this is
Yeah.
so sick. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Love that ending. That's awesome. The ending on the dock is very stereotypical. Exactly what you're saying of just like the asshole of the group sacrifices himself and redeems
Mhm.
himself. Then like the hero of the story does the last sacrifice. He's like, I must
Yep.
stay, which is fun. But the movie as a whole's fun. Give it 3.5. It stands the test of time. Like this, it's still is just alive. It's good fun. It's a movie I can see myself rewatching maybe once a year around Halloween. It's just an entertaining zombie romp. That's all it is. Like there's nothing really that offensive about it at all.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, it's one of those movies where like I'm not going to sit here and write a dissertation and have like 10 minutes of things to say about the story and the character. Like it's not that movie. It's fun. It's a great way to approach a re-envisioning of a
Yeah.
movie that was made in the 60s, and really like put your own kind of fun spin on it, but also follow a very like like a formula, for a movie like this. And I do believe this probably did reinvigorate the zombie genre because I feel like after like 2004, I feel like we were getting zombie movies all the time. Like I feel like in high school I watched so many
Yeah.
zombie movies. So I can't believe I'd never seen this. It feels like something I would have been into at the time because I was like around 11 when it came out. I feel like that was about when I started watching more horror films. So I'm really shocked I've never seen it, but I'm glad I have now.
Oh yeah.
I also gave it 3.5. I think that's a very fair rating for it. It's just a good, solid, fun movie with so
Yeah.
much rewatchability. And yeah, I really love this era of film. I love the color palette. I love the soundtrack. I just love the style of the filmmaking. I just think it works really well for horror films, especially.
Yeah.
So
Wholeheartedly agreed.
awesome. Well, that's what we think of Dawn of the Dead, 2004. For next time, we have our final episode of horror remakes with The Invisible Man. So watch that. Can't really come out in 2021.
Yeah, it was a COVID film.
Okay, so Lee Winnell's Invisible Man. I've never seen the original or the remake, so I'm going to try to watch both of those
Oh, dude. So you've
for
never
fun.
seen this one. You're gonna like this.
This was probably the most of any of our genres we've done of movies I haven't seen. I feel like I've
Good.
seen more or I've seen less than sorry, let me say this right. I hadn't seen more of them than I have seen.
Yeah, that
So
makes
it was
sense.
kind of unique for me in that way. But yeah,
I
it's
think
been
you're gonna
fun.
like this one.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, that's what we think of Dawn of the Dead. So yeah, watch Invisible Man, and then until Before we go, we're going to do a 2004 movie draft. I don't know if we've done this before. We may have. I feel like we haven't, though. So we'll just do anything released
In 2004.
in 2004.
Yeah.
Can be any genre, anything you want. We'll just do five.
Okay.
And I'll let you start this time.
Ooh, there's like so many. This is a good year. I'm going to go Shaun of the Dead, which I think is probably my favorite
Happy for
horror
you.
comedy.
You didn't get that last time. I think I took it from you last time.
That's all right. I'll never forget it.
Okay, sorry. I'm just pulling up. I was very unprepared for this draft. I'm just pulling up my
you're G.
letterbox and pulling up 2004 movies. And we're going to just sort it by my highest rated. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wouldn't you know it, Shrek 2 is on the list.
Well, there you go. Do you want to do that? That's awesome.
I feel like I should
Yeah,
not because I just took it,
Okay.
but I want to.
Try leave it. If you want to leave it, you can leave it.
Now let's mix it up. Let's do something more fun.
Okay.
How about let's do Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
That's a very rare one that I feel like I don't get to take. Crazy to think these movies are all 20 years old now.
I know, it's insane, eh?
I support you taking Shrek 2 if you would like.
I will eventually, probably. I'm going to go Collateral.
Oh yeah, Collateral, another pod one.
Yep.
Another pod movie. Funny how many overlaps there were in like a couple overlaps from the last draft we did of sequels that are better than the originals.
Yeah.
Kind of wild. Okay, wow. How about I do one of my favorite comedies that still just will always forever hold a place in my heart, and that's Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I love that movie.
Tina, get your dinner.
I was doing some sweet dance moves. Sorry, Napoleon. I was too busy chatting to babes all day. Movie's awesome. I'm going to go with probably the best Pixar movie, which is The Incredibles.
Oh, nice.
I love The Incredibles.
Great movie. Okay. How about
I can do
How
more than
about-
5 if you want to do more than 5. Or if you want to keep it at 5.
well, regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and go with not my absolute favorite, but one of my like top 3 Harry Potters, and I'll do The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Let's do 7, we think.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Because I'll get Shrek 2 there.
So yeah, I'll leave that for you because I just feel weird taking the same exact movies.
Yeah, no, for
when we
sure.
said
Well,
that,
there's like
20 minutes ago.
There's like another one on the other list that I could take, but I'm kind of the same with you. Like, I'll leave it.
Okay. Well, wait, did you what
I
did you
took
take?
Shrek 2. Shrek 2.
Oh, you take it now. Okay, sorry. Shrek 2. All right. How about Kill Bill Volume 2?
Yeah, well done.
I don't know. I feel like this one is always on people's list as like their least favorite Tarantino. I mean, it's not my favorite, but all his movies are like 4 stars or more for
Yeah,
me.
they're
So
brilliant. I love that movie. Movie's awesome.
I'm so sad I'm not gonna be able to go see the whole bloody affair in theaters when they're re-releasing it for like the whole like 5-hour thing. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah, I want to go.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to go, but I wish I could.
I'm going to go with an underrated M. Night Shyamalan film with The Village.
I love The Village.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an underrated John Turteltaub film. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm leaving it to last.
I know I couldn't do it to you. I really couldn't. I do think it's a fun movie, but it's just like maybe like you taking Pulp Fiction in a draft. Like I
wouldn't
would
do
be
that.
heartbroken.
Wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do it.
No, I'm gonna take Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, good movie.
I've heard the book's really good for that one. Actually, better than the movie.
Oh, maybe we should.
For the Watch List Book Club.
Maybe we do. I kind of just want to take one of the movies that. Oh,
You take your favorite movie, The Terminal.
yeah, I could. I'm gonna take Saw.
Great pick.
I think the first Saw is awesome.
Oh yeah. Those movies are so fun. Like even the ones later are not good, but
They're fun. Yeah, I agree.
they are. There's a place for them. I'm gonna take Before Sunset now.
Nice.
We're just trading movies.
Yeah. And I'll take one of the greatest films of all time, which is National Treasure. Thank you very much. I thought you wouldn't notice, and at the end I'll be like,
No.
yeah, nice. When you're like, I'm on my letterbox and I'm gone for 5 stars, I'm like, all right, she hasn't rated that far. I can guarantee that.
I gave it 4. I think it's a
pretty
fun
good.
movie.
It's a great movie. Probably perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of my all-time favorites, and I'll take 13 going on 30.
Nice.
All right. To recap, Ash took God, I cannot talk. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Napoleon Dynamite, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Kill Bill Volume 2, Howl's Moving Castle, Before Sunset, and 13 going on 30. Harry took Shaun of the Dead, Collateral, The Incredibles, Shrek 2, The Village, Saw, and National Treasure, the greatest film ever made.
So the one that I left out because I did on the last draft was Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I figured you weren't going to take it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have, but I'm glad
Love
you
that
didn't.
movie.
Change it up.
Movie's fantastic, but yeah, I wanted to change it.
All right. Well, that wraps up episode what? 102,
102?
I think,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But yeah, next week watch Lee Winnell's The Invisible Man. But until then, I'm Ash, that's Harry, and we will see you at the movies.
Ciao.